It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Once again, it's Brooks. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Throwing, Young. That is caught. He finds his big target, Ligon. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Brooks is in. Touchdown, Carolina. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go to...
For Cotter, 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, what a season it's been for them, Charles. They have already, with 3 weeks left before the playoffs, clinched that #1 overall seed. And, of course, what comes with that is the first-round bye. And it's not just that open week that they've clinched. They've also clinched their status as a heavy favorite to represent their conference in the Super Bowl. So all these other teams are going to have to play it out, jockey around, and try and get into the playoffs. What they have to decide is how much do they play their key players down the stretch in order to be ready to go when the playoff games begin.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This defense for the Cards, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, Takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Young from the shotgun.
That's to the first-round pick, Xavier Worthy.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Xavier Worthy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Murray now on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Murray going to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. He shakes him off. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Young off the play fake.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run with Brooks. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll run with Brooks. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Penny. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Tip Ryman,
his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That pass completed to Dortch.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A final shot before half from Murray.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. The return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
98 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here comes third and the length of the football. It's Young off play action. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. That is caught. He finds his big target, Leggett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown Panthers. Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers just continue to roll. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young going to move them around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, You don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Here we go. 52 blue. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Once more, Penny.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Rashad Penny punching it in from a yard away.
And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Young.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Young on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown!
And Xavier Worthy
with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Panthers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back on.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Once again, it's Brooks.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here we go. Check 50, check 50.
The slot man in motion right.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they send a man in motion right. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen from a yard out.
And the Panthers are pouring it on. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Arizona's offense back out and... In motion left, that's Thielen.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Slot man moves right.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
And they can't bring him down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here comes Marshall in motion right.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Young here to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Young looks to throw on first down.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Well, Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Carolina,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.